Hey everybody, welcome to Tales from the Tavern, episode 11, and I'm here with Matt Schmid and Jackie Baker. How are you guys?
We're great.
Doing well.
You guys do sketch comedy. Is that you guys do comedy? I won't just say just sketch comedy. You guys
We primarily do sketch comedy.
Yeah, you are a team called
The Incredible Shrinking Matt and Jackie.
Do you guys always say it together? Is that
We try
Pretty
to.
much, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fun to talking to you to sit.
Yeah.
I try to do it as much as possible.
Yeah, we're kind of creepy about that, actually.
But you guys do festivals and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, we just went to, we're actually part of another group, too, called the Flat Earth.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Incredible Shrinking Matt and Jackie is like our little spin-off, our Laverne and Shirley, if you will.
Or Frasier.
Or Frasier.
Yeah, we're
Whatever.
Frasier.
Yeah.
Let's go with Frasier.
Okay, well, whatever. I like Laverne and Shirley.
Laverne and Shirley is nice because that's two people. Frasier is one guy.
Yeah.
You know what? You had the
Schlemiel Schlemazel in
Yeah.
their theme song, so that's a winner.
We're
in my
Frasier
book.
and Eddie. Frasier
Yeah.
and Eddie.
I'm a dog, and but yeah. Anyway, so our bigger group, which is called the Flat Earth, I recently just went to the Chicago Sketch Comedy Festival.
Oh, nice.
Both groups, that big group, and then our little duo will be at the Toronto Sketch Festival in a couple months. So yeah, we're
Or in a
on
couple weeks, yeah.
a really
March, right?
What did I say?
Oh, a couple months.
Oh.
Yeah.
2 months. That's a couple.
Yeah. You got time.
But yeah, so it's a really fractured tour we're on, where we only go to two places.
That's pretty nice. Is it Sketch Fest or is is that what it's called? And then, do you guys know the day offhand?
The Flat Earth is performing March 4th and 5th, Friday, Saturday. And then The Incredible Shrinking Matt and Jackie is performing on the 5th of March.
Gotcha.
One night only.
One night only, Toronto folk, or people who live wherever. If you want to travel,
Yeah.
All you need is a passport.
you do need a passport now.
Yeah, and no DUIs on your record.
Well, that's I don't have to worry about that myself, but
Yeah.
some people may. So just anyone listening who wants to go to the Toronto Sketch Fest, you can't go if you have a DUI. Sorry. But today we're not in Toronto, which is pretty fantasy land. I mean, it's half French, kind of, right? Like the signs, right? I've heard that. Anyway, we are in a fantasy land. Where are we right now?
We are in
Fungalsburgh?
Fungalsburgh.
Fungalsburgh.
That sounds like quite the nice place. What tavern? We're in a tavern as well. Where are we?
We're
You're in the Fungalsburgh Pizza Pub.
I love the sound of a pizza pub because it sounds real cozy.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it sounds like
Curl
you
up
could.
by a fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a fire in the pizza pub. This
Yeah.
is
I bet there's a fire.
that's a wonderful place.
A fire that makes a pizza, but then a fire that's just for fire's
Yeah,
sake.
that's right.
What kind of folk come in to grab a slice of pizza? Like, is it popular amongst like goblins or any particular type of creature?
People passing through always.
That's right, yeah.
stay.
Weary travelers
Weary
who need
travelers.
cheese in their bellies.
Oh.
One human.
Yes.
One human.
We don't want to give away too much.
How do you guys feel about the staff here?
The great.
The staff is limited,
Legendary,
as you'll
though.
find out.
Oh,
But it's basically a staple of this place. So the pizza pub, although it sounds like it's like a little tiny thing, plays quite a role in some events that will unfold.
Yeah.
oh, okay. Well, I'm looking forward to it because today we have prompts from Joachim Sandberg. He suggested gods, which is a pretty big prompt. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever written a story about gods because I don't want to anger ours.
Yeah.
We also have mushrooms, and that was suggested by David Booth. If you would like to vote on prompts or suggest your own, you can check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/TFTTpod. Jackie, you were also in a short that we got to do.
Yeah, that's right.
Myself and Paul, who's appeared on the show, we wrote a little short, and it's called Spooky Squad, and it was a fun time.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was really fun. I'm terminally playing a child.
Do you play a child in your sketches often?
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah. But I don't mind it, because I'm still a child. So it's
At
it's
heart?
really easy for... Well... And physically. Let's not beat around the bush.
But you were great in it, and
You too.
Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, I am also in it.
Yeah.
We were actually just looking at bloopers right before I came over because they asked us to send bloopers over. I guess they're like they're like posting more, but they're also like launching the whole thing because it was like part of like this Maker Studios thing. I forgot how much physical work went into that montage when you guys first see me in the show.
Yeah.
Like, there's like a supercut of just like a bunch of takes of me running around and doing a bunch of dumb stuff.
Oh, it's great.
It's pretty fun to watch. It's a pretty good time.
Was that your idea to do like all the? Because I was talking to somebody and they were talking about being an extra in something, and they were just in the background. And they like decided they were gonna do some like really physical thing, but they just kept doing like take after take after take. They had to like go into this really physical thing.
Oh my gosh!
Was that your idea, or is that put on you?
Yeah. So I wrote it with Paul, and then I was like, well, I'll just improvise some like karate stuff on the spot, and I did. And then I had to do it a couple times over and over again. So it wasn't so bad because we were a little tight for time, so we had to move along.
Yeah.
But I definitely wore myself out. I actually, the next day, my back was really sore because I don't punch. I've never been in a fight in my life. So I was doing a lot of fake punching, and I really...
There's mostly air punching, too.
Yeah, the
Just
air.
punching the air.
Yeah, I'm a weak man.
You let your knives do the talking.
Yeah, basically. My weapons.
It's like a resistance of the air, just like, just like broke you.
If I walk too fast, I have to go for a nap. Guys, why don't you say we get right into it here? Why don't we hear your tale of gods and mushrooms?
Chapter 1. Way up high on Mount Nikon, home of the gods, a gala of almighty proportions was underway. All of the gods were there. Nocturnus, god of night. Nuptiales, god of marriage. Promicus, god of promises. And Davidius, god of dad's name David. The wine flowed freely. The hors d'oeuvres were many. But the small talk grew stale. Several of the gods, now retired to the parlor and swirling their brandies, began airing their grievances about their mortal subjects in the world below.
All they do is beg, beg, beg.
One god lamented.
Please give me food. Give my children food. Don't let us starve to death. It's sickening, really.
And once you do provide for them, they forget all about you. There's no sense of loyalty among these mortals. Another chimed in. A hearty, "Hear, hear," echoed through the room.
Face it, there's no mortal in the known world that is truly loyal. No mortal that will simply do as they are told.
A half-drunk god slumped in a leather love seat said, stomping his foot. Except, of course, another god said, crust cheese, fellow. The parlor rumbled with agreement. How could they have forgotten about crust cheese, fellow? The human boy, abandoned by his family, taken in by a nice mushroom family in Fungalsburgh, only to become the greatest pizza delivery boy in all the land. Crust cheese fellow always follows directions and always delivers his pizzas piping hot in under 30 minutes. The gods seem relieved to remember Crust, all agreeing that he is indeed a perfectly loyal subject. The gods raised their glass in Crust's honor.
To Crust!
They cheered. Crust schmust, a voice said from across the room. The gods turned to see Slimerius, god of making bets that challenged the moral fiber of mortals, leaning against the wall near the gramophone. I bet I can prove that Crust isn't as loyal as you all think he is. The whole room murmured in shock.
Oh, shock. Murmur.
If anyone could do it, it would be Slimerius.
Prove it!
Someone shouted. And with that, Slimerius sauntered to the telephone and began to dial.
Slimerius is a great name for this guy.
He's a little slimy, right?
It's a little. I mean, he went out of his way. I'm assuming he went out of his way to go ahead and say, the guy you like, I'm going to prove to you he's a jerk.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
In Chapter 2.
Here we go. Chapter 2. Thank you for calling the pizza pub. Crust Cheese Fellow speaking. How can I help you? Crust anxiously scratched his nose and steadied his order pad, ready to dutifully strike paper with his mighty graphite dagger.
Well, Crust, I would like one large pizza,
said the customer. Okay. Would you like pickup or delivery? Crust chimed.
Pickup? How cute. Delivery, my dear boy,
bellowed the customer. Any toppings? Crust asked while scribbling. The line fell silent. Crust could hear his flat, awkward breath buzz in the earpiece as he eagerly awaited the stranger's orders.
Mushroom,
he hissed. Crust's stomach lurched like a ship on choppy waters. But, sir, Crust whispered in a 1-inch voice, we don't eat mushrooms in Fungalsburgh because we are mushrooms. Well, most of us anyway.
Do you know who I am, Crust?
Sneered the voice on the other line. No? Crust squeaked.
It is I, Slimerius.
Crust gulped a gulpy gulp. Slimerius? Like the god of making bets that challenge the moral fiber of mortals, Slimerius?
That's right, Crust. In the immortal flesh. And you know what? I just realized that I would like a very special mushroom to be on the pizza. I believe you know him.
No, don't say it.
Cap Stinkhorn.
Crust's human eyes darted across the room and fell on Cap Stinkhorn, his mushroomian best friend and co-worker. Cap was doing that thing with a straw where you rip the paper off of one half and blow the other half off. Cap looked up from his masterpiece and beamed at Crust.
Deliver the pizza to me in 30 minutes or less, or something really, really bad will happen.
But I...
Really bad.
I can't.
Real bad. Click.
Crust heard his breath in the earpiece again. Wait, did he hang up or...
Really, really bad!
No! Crust heard the phone actually click, and he sloppily slammed the phone back into the receiver. In fevered panic, he scurried around the counter and flung open a door marked Employees Only. When he looked through the doorway, he found a stubbly, world-weary toadstool returning his gaze. It was his boss, Maury Sporstein.
Hey, what's the matter, cheese fella?
Maury croaked. Mr. Sporstein, I can't make this delivery.
What do you mean you can't make the delivery? Hey, you're a delivery boy. In fact, you're the most goddamn loyal delivery boy in all the world.
That's super kind of you, Mr. Sporstein. But with all due respect, I think we should turn this customer down. Maury cast Crust an especially stinky stink eye.
And ruin my reputation? And yours? Yeah, get out of here, cheese fellow, and make it snappy. You got 30 minutes. Oh, and take that stinkhorn with you. He could learn a thing or two about how to be a good employee.
Maury slammed the door shut in Crust's petrified face. Crust steeled himself and trudged down the dirty corridor that led to the front of the pub. Upon hearing Crust, Cap Stinkhorn looked up from his growing collection of unpapered straws. Hey Cap, want to go on a delivery with me?
Oh, sure thing, man. I got nothing else to do.
Cap mumbled as he threw down a half-papered straw. And with that, the two friends began their journey to Mount Nikon.
She's especially awful because Cap sounds like a real sweet guy.
I think he's a little sweetheart.
He's just playing over the...
Yeah.
He's just fumbling with his straws, not doing any harm.
Yeah.
And he thinks he's going... Okay.
I know.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
He doesn't realize he's going to be a pizza topping.
Oh.
Okay. Chapter 3. The god's palace on Mount Nikon loomed above the small town of Fungalsburgh as Crust and Cap made their way. Various mushrooms, going about their day, spotted Crust, the only human boy in town, and waved their hellos.
Oh, such a good, loyal rule follower,
they'd say. Crust felt unworthy of their warmth, knowing the awful thing he had to do. Boy, I really appreciate you taking me out on this delivery, Crust, Cap said. It's not every day I get to go up to Mount Nikon with such a great, legendary pizza delivery boy like you. As Cap spoke, he began to cross the road. Crust, enraged, grabbed Cap, pulling him back onto the sidewalk.
What are you doing, Cap?
Cap was confused. Just crossing the road.
That's jaywalking. Don't you ever follow the rules?
Oh, Cap said, a little embarrassed. Yeah, I guess you're right. The two cross at the intersection, follow the road out of town and into the woods. Once in the woods, Crust readied his wooden sword. After all, the woods are filled with many pizza-eating creatures to fight off.
That is a true fact about real world.
There's one thing you walk away from this story knowing. Is that,
Yo, those creatures will eat something.
You need at least a wooden sword.
Yep. As Crust held the sword, he realized that the same sword that protected him on so many of his deliveries would now have to be used to cut up his best friend, Cap, for pizza toppings for the gods. The thought made him squirm. "Oh, it's so exciting getting to see Mountain Icon," Cap said excitedly. "I've always dreamt of going up there. I heard they have big parties up there. Nothing like we've ever seen in Fungalsburgh. No, nothing like it at all."
Yeah.
Crust managed to say. He hung a left on the path. "Where are you going, Crust?" Crust didn't know how to answer. The path to the palace was clearly straight ahead, yet the stone altar which Crust planned to chop up Cap lay left.
A shortcut?
Just then a scream sounded from the forest. It was an urgent scream, a scream for help. "Oh, did you hear that?"
Yeah.
It sounded again.
Help! Help!
"Oh, someone needs our help!" Cap shouted. Immediately he darted off after the sound, leaving Crust all alone.
Cap! Where are you going? We're gonna be late!
Crust chased Cap into the woods. When he caught up, Cap was standing before a dark, boarded-over cave. Signs were littered before the cave mouth saying, "No trespassing," and "Do not enter." "Oh, I think the sound's coming from in there! Come on!" Cap shouted as he began to pry boards off the entrance. Crust pulled him back.
But, the signs say not to enter. Plus, we have to deliver this pizza in under 30 minutes. The gods are counting on me, or us.
But someone needs our help!
But it's against the rules.
Rules, schmules! I'm going in!
Cap!
Before Crust could pull him back, Cap entered the cave. Crust looked in after him, then kicked some dirt in anger. Crust looked at his watch. He would definitely be late now. A few minutes ticked away. Crust looked into the mouth of the cave, listening for any signs of Cap. He heard something moving closer.
Cap?
The sound came closer, closer. Crust held his sword tight. Closer, closer, closer. Suddenly, a dark swarm of bats emerged. Crust swatted at them with his dull sword, then fell to the ground to take cover. Just as the cloud of bats cleared, Crust looked up. There stood Cap, with a young mushroom child in his arms.
Thanks, sir. You're my hero.
The mushroom child ran off towards Fungalsburgh.
Aww.
Crust was speechless.
Come on. We're gonna be late.
Crust grabbed Cap by the arm and dragged him back toward the path. "Oh, I'm sorry, Crust."
I can't believe you're gonna make me late, Cap.
Crust pulled Cap into a clearing with a large stone altar at the center. He plopped Cap down on the altar. Crust took a hold of his sword. It was time. He had to do it now, or he'd be late, and he'd let everyone down. Crust shook. His hands sweat. "Oh, I'm sorry, Crust. It's just... I know you like to follow directions and all, but... I don't know. Sometimes I think that doing the right thing and doing the thing you're supposed to do, sometimes they're just not the same. Say, why are we at this old sacrificial altar anyway?" Crust turned suddenly, sword overhead, ready to strike.
Oh my god, is that the end of the chapter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good end of the chapter right there. This is a thrilling tale because it's probably the most emotionally charged tale told on the show, and I am so wrapped up in it. I feel like they're becoming...
Any predictions?
Any predictions?
Well, I mean, I can't predict what's going to happen at all because on this adventure they're becoming closer friends.
Yeah.
It's kind of really tough.
There's a dark secret.
Well, I will let the story tell itself. I'm not going to pry you for questions here. I gotta hear what happens.
Okay.
All right, this is the final chapter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Chapter 4.
Well, looks like it's been 29 minutes and 30 seconds.
Nocturnus droned.
Looks like your little pizza boy won't be...
A hesitant knock resounded throughout the spacious palace lobby. Slimerius gleefully glided towards the doorway to let in the visitor. He curled his lean fingers around a crystal knob, then briskly wrenched the door ajar. The palace's ornate doorway framed a droopy, lanky boy clutching a pizza box.
Ah, Mr. Cheese Fellow. What a pleasure it is to make your...
I'm just
A weird pervert, right?
He's a really gross pervert, especially talking to someone named Crust Cheese Fellow.
No, it's like a disease.
I feel like it hit me there, really, that his name... Crust Cheese Fellow.
Mr. Cheese. Yes.
Mr. Cheese Fellow. What a pleasure it is to finally make your formal acquaintance.
Slimerius mockingly rolled his bony hand forward and bowed. Crust stood slumped in the doorway, his features uncharacteristically loose.
I see you have delivered my order with 30 seconds to spare. What a good, obedient boy you are.
Slimerius yelled to the back of the room. The other gods looked on with genuine interest, clutching their jeweled goblets in anticipation. Crust clumsily thrust the pizza box in Slimerius' direction. Here you are, sir. One large pizza. With mushroom. Slimerius' face curled upward into a scrunched grin.
Just as I ordered.
Enjoy. Crust relinquished his grasp. Slimerius grabbed the shallow box with his skeletal hands and turned his back to Crust. No tip? Crust murmured. Slimerius snickered, slowly opening the box.
For a mere mortal? Never. Have a safe trip home to Fungalsburgh. Crust, cheese, fell.
Slimerius stopped short, looking into the box. There, laid across the cheese pizza, was a fully intact Cap Stinkhorn staring back.
Smell you later, ass face.
Cap revealed 2 submachine guns and opened fire, reducing Slimerius' god face to god mush. Crust leapt into action, spinning his sword through the throats of Nocturnus and Davidius.
What?
Yeah, that's right, baby. The gods began to flee for the exits when suddenly the doors burst open with a tiny army of angry mushroom people. The gods screamed as they were torn piece by piece.
Oh my god!
Cap jump-kicked one into Crust's sword. Crust cut off another's head, and Cap shit inside of its throat, so it died of sepsis before the beheading. Several mushrooms head down nuptialies, tying him to a chair and lighting him on fire.
Oh my god!
Yeah! A bloodied god reached, pleading to Cap for mercy, but Cap shot him in the face.
Oh!
Blood sprayed the walls. The stench of burnt flesh was thick, and the screams were loud. In just a matter of moments, no gods remained, and the palace razed to the ground, burned with women and children inside.
Oh my god!
Hooray! The mushroom army cheered.
No gods! No gods! No gods! No gods!
They chanted, marching off to Mount Cannon, home of some other gods to slay. No one would be spared. The children would have to watch their fathers die, beheaded before them, only to be beheaded themselves. Crust and Cap hung back, watching the palace burn. You know something, Cap? I learned something. Sometimes the right thing and the thing you're supposed to do aren't the same thing.
Yeah, I know, Crust. I know.
The two wound back down the path to Fungalsburgh. Once there, they crossed the road together, but not at an intersection.
The end.
Oh, that was a frightening turn, but one I approve of. Because those fat cats at the palace drinking out of their jeweled goblets.
Yeah.
Real jerks.
Yeah, Bernie Sanders 2016.
Bernie Sanders.
This is paid by Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, this was Bernie endorsed, right? I love that the frickin' gods, like they always are, they're sitting around looking for ways to fuck over the little guy.
Yeah.
You know, they have nothing better to do.
Yeah.
No.
This is probably the best story written about gods ever.
Thank you. We have to. I think we have the Bible to thank for this. It's heavily inspired by that.
What would you say your means of murder were inspired?
I don't know, Matt. What were they?
I don't know.
A couple of B horror movies.
Dead Alive, I'd say. Probably, yeah.
Now, the Mushroom People, Dead Alive, by the way, fucking great movie. The Mushroom People, just to visualize them a little bit, are they, like, would you say, like, they're, like, it's like a little mushroom, but with, like, arms and legs, and...
Yeah, I would say
I was
basically
thinking like a-
Toadstool from... Or, what's his name from...
Oh, Toad from,
from
Super Mario?
Super Mario,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, so what kind of
So they're not
clothes...
like mushroom size. They're like bigger than actual mushrooms.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not like it's a human boy and a tiny, like 2-inch mushroom. They're like,
Okay,
little-
yeah. Like they're
Yeah.
toad-sized.
still
Yeah.
They're still tiny.
What kind of clothes did they wear? I just want to visualize these mushroom people because I'm trying to imagine them murdering guys naked.
I also just imagine them just wearing vests. But I think that's
yeah.
the Mario thing, right?
Yeah,
Well,
leather,
I mean-
like leather vests, biker gear.
It sounds like some of them would be naked.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
And- but it would
Like
be-
the little kids.
And it would be okay. They only need to put on clothes to be a little bit warm. Like some of the ones that are a little bit colder than the other ones. Like
Gotcha.
it's not like they have no shame, no body shame.
No.
You know,
No original
They're very
sin.
progressive.
Yeah.
if it weren't for the gods being such assholes, they would be frightening. They kind of still are because they're capable of horrible murder.
Totally. Yeah. I like how when we were writing this story, Matt wrote that really brutal ending, and I was like, wait. How do you kill a god? He's like, I don't know. I was like,
Submachine
all right, fair enough.
guns.
Submachine guns, man. They were ready for that shit.
Yeah. Take note, God.
Yeah.
We know your weakness.
It's guns, just like everybody else.
Matt and Jackie, my story of mushrooms and gods is titled Good Moon to You.
I like it already.
It doesn't have an exclamation point at the end, but I feel like it could be written in like a nice font with like a like a Mrs. Fields her logo because she exists. It was twilight in the great mushroom forest of Butternut. The forest was filled with towering mushrooms with spotted caps of purple, red, and blue. Some of the mushrooms were hollowed out and converted into affordable homes for Butternut's people, which consisted of gnomes, brownies, pixies, and the occasional very thin weirdo elf who only eats mushrooms. The forest people called this the way of life in Butternut. Others called it gentrification, and by proxy, racism. But this story is about something else, so let's get right into that. Around, say, 100 years ago, Toodle, the brownie barkeep at the friendly Fungal Inn, was wishing well to his last customer as he left the establishment. "Have a good night," said the barkeep, waving goodbye with his bar rag still in his hand. As the brownie waved away, he noticed a figure, hunched over and covered in rags, coming down the road. The hunched figure hobbled, and the barkeep could have sworn he was moaning a little. As it passed the tavern, Toodle gave a warm smile and said, "Good evening, traveler." "No," replied the hunched figure, stopping just outside the tavern. "Good moon to you." "Huh?" "I say, good moon to you!" The hunched man tore off his rags, revealing the dark green skin of a goblin. He wore a red cap, a frayed brown tunic, and absolutely no pants. "Apologies," said Toodle, half scared. "I just never heard that expression before." "Well, that's the expression I use, and that's the way it will be from now on here in the Butternut Forest. Whenever you greet someone in the evening, you must say, 'Good moon to you,' and if you don't say, 'Good moon to you,' then I will come to your house in the middle of the night and go World War II on your ass." The goblin shouting brought forest folks to their bedroom windows to see the commotion. I'll drop World War II on all your asses.
Which theater is he talking about? The European or the Pacific?
Band of Brothers.
To drop World War II? You know, as a whole, you know, because it's kind of a devastating thing to have happened, you
It's a
know.
lot of shenanigans.
Well, especially because the ramifications will ripple for decades. But I feel like we're all still like kind of dealing with the issues.
Still post-war.
Sure.
The goblin turned and pointed to each window. And I will bring that fury down on your family and your family and your mama. The entire forest was frightened, for they all heard his words. But who was this goblin, and where were his pants? His penis was not necessarily one you would flaunt about, but he didn't seem to care. Remember, said the goblin as his wang went inside his body a little bit. Good moon to you, or goodbye forever. With that, the goblin turned into himself and disappeared. And when I say that, that means that, like, he morphed into... Yeah, he was like... Penis first. Yeah, penis first.
That's where he started tucking. Fully tucked.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's why it came up a little bit. That makes sense. Yeah, you did that.
We all did it together, guys.
100 years later, in the same mushroom forest, the door swung open on Butternut's newest ramen place, Ramen Dan's. In the doorway stood Lady Saberblood, a young elf about 17, decked out in brown leather armor with long green hair, a bow, and a quiver on her back, with her big brown bear companion by her side. Phew, that was some good ramen, said the elf. Way better than that weirdo place we went down in Brune. The bear let out an agreeing growl. That's real hard to say. You're right, Muscles Bear, the bear friend. The mushrooms really make it its own thing. That and the fact that it's served in a bowl instead of an old war boot. Brune is a weird place. Just then, a mushroom lumberjack was walking down the road toward the pair, holding a basket of mushroom bits on his back with his head down looking at the road. He was dressed in your run-of-the-mill gnome clothes with a blue gnome cap and leather boots. The gnome passed them. Good moon to you, he said as he continued staring at the ground. Good evening, replied the elf. The lumberjack stopped walking. What did you say? I said, good evening. You got a problem with my chivalry? Because if you want to fight me about it, we will fuck you up in 1 second. I do not care, said Saberblood sharply. Muscles Bear let out a back-the-fuck-up growl.
You gonna growl?
Can you do that?
Oh, yeah, so what kind of growl? I'd be like, grrr. You know, that's kind of like a dog, though. Yeah, I would back the fuck up. Anytime a bear would growl at me, I usually just back the fuck up anytime I see a bear.
To not be close enough to a bear.
Yeah,
I got a hard...
snuggle bears whenever I can.
I got some hard bear rules. Come with me quickly, said the gnome. This concerns your life. The gnome turned and ran off. Saberblood looked to Muscles Bear, who nodded. They followed the gnome back to his purple-capped mushroom home and entered behind him. Inside the home, a fire was going. The gnome put his basket of mushroom bits down on the table. He had a short, black and gray beard with a face that had seen some shit. He quickly got into it. My name is Crouton, he said. And years ago I lost a son and wife to the very same circumstances which you both are now under. Muscles Bear looked to the elf, like, what the fuck? The gnome continued. My son was walking home late from work one night and said, what's up, to a friend he saw. He didn't think anything of it at the time, but that night around 2 a.m. a goblin came to his bedroom window and dropped World War II on his ass. The bear and elf gasped at the same time. Muscles Bear let out a concerned growl. Whoa, good point, said Saberblood. Is that how you always talk about the death of your son, saying a guy went World War II on his ass? Seems a little insensitive. Well, that's what happened. Okay. Just then, the front door opened.
Let it pass.
Just gonna let it question it and then just
We all
let it
know
go.
World War II and what that's like.
Just then, the front door opened and in walked a brown squirrel. She gave Crouton a peck on the cheek, then tended to a crib in the back of the room. I thought you said you lost your wife, said Saberblood. Yes, well, it's been a long time since all of this took place, and I've since remarried. Saberblood stared at the squirrel, who was now rocking a baby wrapped in a blanket. After going World War II on my son's ass, the goblin split up my family and paired my wife with a much more handsome man in the mushroom forest, who she fell madly in love with and ran off to the peppermint garden. Are you staring at my wife and child? No, said the elf, snapping her attention back to Crouton. I'm just thinking. just thinking about what that baby looks like.
I was thinking the same thing.
After losing my first family, I got another one and devoted my life to preventing this from ever happening again. That and mushroom lumberjackery and mining mushrooms in the Great Mushroom Mine. That's all the tools that I use over there. Crouton pointed to the corner of the room where some pickaxes and some tiny sticks of dynamite were held. The squirrel wife turned as she continued to rock the baby softly, and Saberblood almost saw its face. What happened to my son was the effect of a curse put on this forest by none other than the god of mischief himself, Salami, the magical goblin.
Salami.
They're all just food names.
Really hungry. Yeah.
And now the god of mischief comes for you, all because you didn't say good moon to you. I've read like 6 old dusty books, and I've deduced that the only way you can prevent Salami from dropping World War II on your ass is by out-pranking him, or in this case, a back-pranking. I have a fucking idea, said the elf. Later that evening, just before 2 a.m., Lady Saberblood and Musclesbear rented a room at the friendly Fungal Inn. They each laid in their own beds with their eyes closed as the moonlight shined in through the window. It creaked open. A hand grabbed the windowsill and pulled itself up. Good moon to you, said the god of mischief, now squatting on the windowsill. If only you had said these words. Now you'll pay for breaking my rule. Lady Saberblood opened her eyes and turned to the goblin. I don't give a shit, a goddamn, or a motherfuck, said the elf. Now, Musclesbear! Both the elf and bear threw off their blankets and ran for the window on the other side of the room. Saberblood jumped onto Musclesbear's back as they jumped through the window, shattering it into 1 jillion pieces. No, wait, what? Said Salami, confused, still squatting on the windowsill. Then the entire room fucking exploded. Saberblood and Musclesbear landed on the road outside the inn and somersaulted for dramatic effect. Pieces of burnt mushroom rained down onto the forest, and some thin, weirdo elves got excited for 4th meal. Crouton ran to the elf and bear. You did it, he exclaimed. We did it, said Saberblood. We blew up that goblin. Still alive and covered in black soot, the goblin hobbled out onto the road. Now, I would normally not consider this a prank, said the god of mischief. Planned murder, sure. If I wasn't a god, I'd be dead, but boy, is my face black with soot. I'll have to give you this prank. An arrow ripped through the road and pierced Salami's blackened cock. Ah, shit, he yelled as he turned into himself, disappearing again. Suddenly, Tootle ran out of the inn with his nightcap on. Oh, dear Lord, what have you done to this inn? It's over 100 years old. The end. The end.
Doodle with the cock shot. That's great.
Yeah,
I know.
That was
well,
way more erotic than I thought it was going to be.
It gets... penises are weird. They're kind of
Yeah.
weird little things. But I'm still wondering what that baby looks like.
No, me too.
I wanted to add like a post-credits scene where they're all eating dinner and then we see the squirrel.
Yeah.
I just couldn't even think of it, man.
I just keep picturing the baby from Eraserhead. Just like...
Oh, that's a pretty good one.
So what was the triumvirate of like I don't give a
I don't give a shit, a goddamn, or a motherfuck. Yeah, if he's like, you didn't say the thing I made up. Fuck you, dude.
I feel like if this were a
Fuck your
movie, that
fucking
would be
roast.
like a nice little meme that would come out of
Yeah,
this movie.
or in a
Yeah.
trailer, that would be like
Yeah,
or
the
motherfucker, just like a hard close up.
Yeah.
Like,
punching in a couple times.
Yeah.
What is that called? The red band trailer. That's what.
Yes,
That's without.
yes.
That's without censors. Yeah, I only watch red band trailers. Yeah, fuck
Plug
it.
in my birthday. I'm fucking 18 plus boy.
I got this website where I put in my birthday and I never have to put it in again because that's how I roam the internet.
I put in all my information.
And
I
they
get credit card offers.
That's so
weird,
funny
yeah.
that is so funny that that's still a thing where it's like
What,
put in your birthday.
yeah.
Because children don't know how to lie.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
they're like,
what's the appeal? We're not gonna fake this.
Hey, what's going to happen when people get on this internet and they're just looking at any old website?
Yeah.
Well, we'll make them put in their birthday.
Can you make this podcast 18 plus? That you have
Yeah,
to put
can
in your
you- Put in the-
This one will be labeled explicit on the iTunes store.
Yeah.
Red Band podcast.
But Mama don't know
Yeah.
what little dummy downloads. Okay.
They have to say their age into the phone before they can do it.
Siri probably knows what age they are. That's the creepiest thing. The creepiest thing, I think, is when Netflix is like, hey, you would probably like this movie. And be like, yeah, fucking yeah, I want to watch that movie. And then a second goes by and I'm like, computers just know what I like.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, your mom would probably like this. It's like, how?
Yeah, she probably would.
I went through your documents and based on your,
Couldn't help but notice you haven't seen Jackie Brown. I just have to ask, how did pizza become the number one food in Fungalsburgh?
I mean, pizza is pretty much the number one food everywhere.
It's pretty much everywhere, right? Well, like here we have the fantasy race of my people, the Italians, to the very skilled chefsmen. If you could attribute it to a fantasy race, who do you think came up with the pizza concept in your world? Was it the mushroom people?
Well, actually, I was thinking about this when we got the mushroom prompt. So yeast is a type of fungus as well. So I think like mushrooms might be buddy with yeast, and maybe yeast are like lower in the pecking order than mushrooms or something.
and they grind them up and make them.
Yeah, they grind them up, and they're carnivores in a way.
Yeah.
They're not cannibals because they're different types of creatures. You know,
It's like a cousin.
Yeah. Cousin you don't like and you want to grind up and eat.
I like the idea of yeast.
Eat your cousin. That's the rule we all go.
This takes place in whatever the South is in this land. I'm sorry.
It's just not. It's not about the real South. It's about the South in your land.
Yeah.
Yeast.
South Fungalsburgh.
South Fungalsburgh. It's kind of a bad area.
The lower Fungalsburgh.
Yeast creatures.
Yeah.
Terrifying they sound.
Spores.
Yeah.
Think about spores and try to sleep tonight.
Oh, I'm kind of glad that they are eaten.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that.
And they're
I
all
don't care.
decomposers too, so they eat like whatever.
Our friend Crust, the last of the humans. It sounds like decomposition is just kind of taken over the world here, and he's the last human. Is that? God, that's crazy. I'm just kind of letting that sink into my mind.
Yeah, he's just trying to survive, and he must be a good guy though, because like he could easily just eat all these mushrooms, right?
Yeah.
But instead he just works for a mushroom at a pizza place.
You don't bite the hand that feeds you.
You don't.
Yeah.
True.
Even
He
if
was
that
raised
hand
by
is
mushrooms. It's
even
true.
if that hand was made of food, you know, you still
Even if that
don't
hand
bite
is just a
it.
little fungal like sprout.
What was that? What was his boss's name once more?
Maurice.
Maurice. That's a guy who owns a pizza place in any world.
Yeah, you know.
Maurice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Guys, thanks for coming on. Thanks for telling us a wonderful story. Do you guys have any shows coming up? Anything you're doing soon?
Yes.
Besides the fantasy land of Toronto Sketch Fest. That's right.
Yeah. We have a fundraiser show for our festival stuff on February 25th. And that's going to be at Plays and Players Theater in Philadelphia. It's
cool.
In Rittenhouse Square. We're doing that show to try to recoup some funds.
Yeah.
For
We also
Going
have
Canada.
for our other group, the Flat Earth. We have another fundraiser show the
like-
week before on the 19th, which is a Friday. That's at the Comedy Sports Theater in the Adrian Theater. So
Here's a heads up to people if you live in the Philadelphia area. If you're not going to Philly for comedy, you are missing out. I feel like Philly comedy is a place where you will see a nice variety of flavors, but also like a lot of stuff that you probably want to see on stage in other places.
Yeah.
It's a real unique brand and taste. It's real cool. You guys also do videos online, don't you?
Yeah, we do. So you can find us on Facebook. We're just The Incredible Shrinking Matt and Jackie. I kind of spell my name weird, so it's Jacquie. But yeah, you can find us there, and all of our videos are on there. We also have a website, incredibleshrinkingmattandjackie.com.
and
And
our
is spelled out like A-N-D.
and our Twitter is at TISMJ_sketch. Just kind of a pain in the butt. But,
Yeah.
But this is a podcast, and you can rewind it, and you can say it once more. Why don't you say that once more?
at TISMJ underscore sketch.
Where can people follow you individually on Twitter?
My Twitter handle is at Holy Schmid, Holy underscore Schmid.
Holy Schmid with SCHMID.
Yep.
And I'm at Baker Jackie, JACQUIE.
That's right. And I'll link this in the episode notes as well, so people can find them a little easier. What was your newest video? Was that the Christmas video that you guys did?
In fact, that was directed by Paul Ritchie and Nick Murphy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for good friends of mine. Also, Paul's been on the show. And you guys should totally check that out. It's a great video.
It's called
and
To Save Christmas.
Yeah.
It's on our Facebook, and it's also on the Continue channel. It's fun. I don't want to ruin anything.
Yeah, it's fun.
There's firearms in it. We have a gun fetish. Sorry. The times we live in.
let me tell you something about guns. They should be in all culture because they're in our everyday lives.
That's right. Just keep running.
Guys, if you like Tales from the Tavern, if you like hearing tales from around the world, we're in Philadelphia recording this episode, actually. I'm on a visit.
City.
It just blizzarded outside, and we got ourselves done this episode despite the blizzard.
Yeah.
Anyway, but if you like TFTT, that's what I call it on the short. Leave us an iTunes review. You can find us on iTunes, Tales from the Tavern, and I usually read an iTunes review. If you guys want to come up with an iTunes, what would you leave if you had to, or what would your characters leave?
Oh, let's see. Okay. If Crust Cheese Fellow were to leave a review, he'd be like, "Oh, I really like those guys. They seem pretty nice. I'd be friends with them, but it's a little too heavy on crust. I don't know. It makes me slightly uncomfortable."
Well, I like the stories, Krusty. This is me, Capstone. I like stories of all kinds, but that's just me. I'm kind of dumb and... yeah.
Oh, well, that's, that was a real sweet review, guys. You should leave a review that way. And if
5
you want
stars.
that was 5 stars? Wonderful. If you leave a review, don't be afraid to bring your friend along and, have them write some stuff.
Bring your friend to iTunes today.
Yeah.
Cap, you want to type for a little too?
Hey, you,
Let's type at the same time.
I had a wonderful time at the pizza pub. It was very nice. It was on time, courteous.
Yes.
The pizza boy, I'll just call him the pizza boy because he's the only one here, covered in blood, I think. May have been marinara sauce. I'm not sure. But I had a great time. I have to ask, how do people say goodbye in your world?
They say, "Good moon to you."
We ripped you off.
Oh, or you
shysters.
incepted me or something.
Yeah. How would they say it?
They would say...
"Spore you later."
Spore you later.
Well,
Spore you later.
spore you later, guys. We had a wonderful time. We'll see you real soon. Matt and Jackie, thanks for coming on. Check these guys out. Go to their website, incredibleshrinkingmattandjackie.com. That's JACQUIE. See you real soon, folks. Bye-bye.